An Afghan nightmare, forced to marry your rapist. It is an unimaginably hideous outcome to be raped by your cousin's husband, be jailed for adultery as your attacker was married, to suffer the ignominy of global uproar about your jailing and assault, but be pardoned by presidential decree, and then to endure the shame and rejection from a conservative society that somehow held you to blame. The solution in this society? Marry your attacker. That's what happened to Gulnaz, who was barely 16 when she was raped. She's now carrying the third child of her attacker, Asadullah, who was convicted and jailed, though this was then reduced. Gulnaz's plight, like so much in beleaguered Afghanistan, disappeared from the world's gaze once she was pardoned and released courtesy of presidential pardon. Instead of a new start, what followed for Gulnaz was a quiet Afghan solution to the problem, a telling sign of where women's rights stand in Afghanistan, despite the billions that have poured into the country from the US government and its NATO allies during more than a decade of war. We found Gulnaz in her family home. Smile, the name of the daughter born of the rape, is now a shining little girl, bouncing around the house that her mother shares with Asadullah's first wife. He is also Gulnaz's cousin. Asadullah agreed to let us speak with him and Gulnaz because it seemed he wanted to show us that things were now settled, that under Afghanistan's version of social morality, he had done the right thing. He had rescued Gulnaz from shame. If I hadn't married her, according to our traditions, she couldn't have lived back in society, he tells us. Her brothers didn't want to accept her back. Now, she doesn't have any of those problems.